Evening all, Ian Higton here. Are you ready to see the cheesiest intro to any game ever? No? Well, tough luck. Welcome to Truth or Lies.
Let's find out who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie. Get ready for Truth or Lies. Our exclusive lie detection software will uncover the truth. Use the game's thousands of questions or put your friends and family in the hot seat and hit them with your own questions. It's time to see who's telling it like it is and who isn't. Let's play Truth or Lies.
As Oscar Wilde said, somewhere in the past, the truth is rarely pure and never simple. I don't really know how that applies to this game though. I just wanted to sound smart and things. Although Truth or Lies is available on all the major games consoles, I'm in two minds as to whether you can really call it a video game or not. It enables you to play a party game, sure, but aside from analysing your voice with its sophisticated voice recognition technology and posing you a series of ridiculous nonsensical questions in a smarmy American voice, it does nothing that you couldn't do sat around in a circle with your mates, some booze and a pen and paper. TRL includes two different game modes, the main mode in which a party of up to 8 people can play, and the hot seat round where you can basically pose your own questions to the lucky, or unlucky depending on how you look at it, hot seater. The game can be tailored to its audience, so kids or families can play safe in the knowledge that they won't need to ask their parents about bedtime gymnastics, but you can also ramp up the risque factor when adults only are playing and have some slightly more personal questions posed. The questions given to you range from the quite normal through to the incredibly bizarre, and although some of them seem to be just made up of random words stuck together with a question mark plonked on the end in an effort to get as many different queries into the game as possible, it was pleasing to see that none of them were repeated on any of my playthroughs.
Seriously, what kind of question is that? That's just ridiculous. I don't know what to say.
You can choose the length of your games, and depending on the amount of people playing, you could end up having a round of Truth or Lies which lasts up to an hour and a half. And a nice feature of the game is the way that it records your answers and at the end of each round plays back the most truthful statement and the biggest lie.
I would be a famous person who lives in anonymity.
Graphically, the game is basic to say the least. It's literally a series of menus and questions with no variety at all. But what do you expect? There are some nice dots which glow and, don't glow, but that's about it. Except for the avatars you can pick. The little characters are few in number and pretty generic. Well, apart from the random animals that are thrown in, and I thought it was a bit of a waste that you couldn't use your own Xbox avatars, Wii Me's, or even just take photos of yourselves if you have access to a PSI or Kinect.
When you're done.
TRL also has one of those chirpy, repetitive soundtracks that makes you want to punch your own eardrums in. So overall, the presentation in this game is rather bland. But I guess the big question is, does it actually work? Have the developers managed to create an accurate lie detector using just a microphone and a games console? Well, I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said they had.
Fire, fire, pants on liar. Oh.
Each player can configure their voices on their own profile, and when doing so they are asked to answer some questions truthfully and then some falsely. After crunching the data, said game should then theoretically be able to tell a fact from a fiction. But for me, no matter how I spoke, or if I told the truth or not, it just seemed to say I was always lying. On pretty much every question. Do I just have an untrustworthy voice or something?
A lie!
Let's have a quick go of the hot seat game just to test it out. I'm going to ask myself simple, easy to answer questions and then answer them with the truth and nothing but the truth. Let's see what happens. Go hot seat round! So Ian, what popular breakfast TV show does Platform32 provide video game content for?
Loon! Get ready to answer the question.
Well, it's got to be Channel 90's TV news, hasn't it? Really? Freeview Channel 90, of course.
So you think you can get away with that? Not on my watch.
That was like the truth and stuff.
It's time for someone to ask a question. Press the A button when you've finished asking the question.
Okay, let's try an easier one then. So Ian, what is the name of the video games show you are presenting right now?
Loon, get ready to answer the question.
The video game show I am presenting right now is called Platform32. Alright.
Poppycock, if you want to win the game, tell us the truth.
So, am I not presenting Platform32? Oh, I'm scared.
It's time for someone to ask a question. Press the A button when you've finished asking the question.
So, Ian Higton, is your full name Ian Higton?
Loon, get ready to answer the question.
Yes, my full name is Ian Higton. Ian Higton is my name. That's right. It's totally true.
Why do you lie? It is so
What?
not cool.
My name's not Ian Higton? What is my name? Who am I?
Choose another player to be in the hot seat or quit the game.
Quit the game.
So, after the worrying revelation that I'm not actually presenting this show, and that I've spent the last 31 years living with the wrong name, I think it's time to tell the God's honest truth about Truth or Lies. I'm not too sure what sort of people would want to play Truth or Lies. It's not really my kind of game, but I could imagine some young teenage girls finding something fun with it. Achievement and trophy hunters will love it. You can max the game easily in a couple of hours. In fact, in the first round of playing on the Xbox, I netted myself 160 achievement points without even trying. They just kept popping up like embarrassing erections during puberty season at an all-boys boarding school. Plus, I don't really see how it works. Yeah, the box says it's got something to do with clever voice stuffs, but it just seems to chuck out verdicts at random, even giving me different results if I just hummed into the mic for every question, and that could get people into trouble, surely. I mean, come on, there are some pretty close to the bone questions here, and I'm not too sure I'd want to pay money to play a game that gets me bollocked by my girlfriend, especially when I didn't actually deserve it, for once.
Get to the point.
Alright, chill out, voiceover guy. Let's go back to the game for my final verdict.
This is the most amazing game I have ever played. Ever. Seriously. Ever.
I don't think so, liar.
Finally, it gets it right.